You wouldn't think I've got 34 years in the trade. You wouldn't have thought that, would you? Going off these videos. Oh my god. So undo that shock absorber. I have excuse me. Oh my god. I have overhauled the brakes at work, which I'll show you in a bit. Right, let me spare the agony. Okay, so the shocks are on, swing arms on. Starting to resemble a motorbike again. Like you say, I'm not that keen on these shocks, but these Interceptor ones I think look a little bit better than the standard ones that came on it, which are down there. A bit too yellow, a bit too Larry for me, really. Ideally, you get a set of Hagans and stick that on, but that's for later. Okay, so this I have, so the carburetor. So obviously this is the carburetor, yeah. And I've got to try and make it fit in here. My only concern is that on Hitchcock's, they replace this engine mount bracket with a modified one, because I presume when the carburetor comes out of here, maybe, I think the throttle cable and what have you, I don't think it'll clear that. What I'm going to do though, I'm just going to put it on and see where we're at. I do need a gasket for this when it goes into the head. But this is just a mock-up really to see if it'll fit, where it fits, because I did buy this from second hand, so obviously it's not come with everything. And one of the main things is this bracket that I'm just a tiny bit concerned about. The airbox goes here. I think I'm not going to run it with the airbox. With the Amel Mark 1 carb that Hitchcock's supply, you can run it with the standard airbox, where it looks like with these Makunis you have to run a pod filter. Yep. So if we just get rid of that, yeah, okay, I see the problem. Yeah, okay. So let's move you. Okay, so obviously this bracket is in the way. So do I notch that bracket out, or do I weld another one up? I'm tempted just because of sort of how close it is to fitting, to just modify the bracket that's on there, and obviously keep an eye on it, because if we did get any stress cracks in it, yeah, so that's got to be modified. But I think we'd probably get away with that, or would we? Because the cable's got to come out the top, so that's. Do you know what? Let's take this bracket off and let's see where we're at. That might be the easiest way to go forward. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'll show you why. Let's take this bracket off. Right. So the bracket, I don't know if you can see, but the throttle cable is going to come out of here, probably sort of there. Maybe there at that angle. Yeah, but awfully close to this bracket here, this sort of lug on the frame, which is a bit weird really. I have the cable. So the cable, obviously, comes straight out the top. Yeah, it's gonna be close. The one thing I'm not keen on at the minute is not supporting the top of the engine with this bracket. So I could support it this side, this side only, but I don't think that's gonna work, because I've also got fairing brackets that need to go on there as well. So yep, so it's going to be tight. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this video up now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to notch out this this engine bracket at the top, and sort of cut it out. But yeah, this is, so I'm not gonna have the airbox. I'm gonna keep everything just in case I want to put it back to fuel injection. So I would love to have a carburetor on it, and we are going to have a carburetor on it, but that is how it's going to mount. The cable, it's not, it's not where I would like it, but hopefully I can rearrange where I put that in. Okay, so that's it. I'm waffling on. Yeah, so there you go. The carburetor's on. I just need to sort out brackets. I'll do that at work because I've got more equipment at work, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, I lied. I've got the equipment obviously here. I've got a grinder and a vise. I've only had it a few weeks, and I keep forgetting I've got them. So I've notched it out. It's only rough. I'm going to end up painting this. So let's put it on and see where we go from there. Right, as soon as I've fitted this bracket, this is the end of the video, because I'm getting bored of hearing myself talk. But if I can get this bracket sort of in situ, show you what it's like. The only thing I might have to do is change the head of the bolt. But we'll just see if we can get away with it. So let's take you off and show you. Okay, so the brackets well clear of the carb at the top there. If I paint that, you'll never know. My only issue is this is tight against this bolt. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm wondering whether I could come up through here, tilt it. The problem I've got is that I think that bracket here is exactly pointing straight up where the cable comes. I wonder if I could put the cable through here.